So as I said, everyone's journey is different. Here the journey started with in a completely non-spiritual way. It started with actually with the thought of death and with a lot of fear of death. But this fear, it was not just, oh my God, I'm afraid that one day I will die. It was deep-rooted, shaking fear that I'm going to die in the next few seconds. It was a fear which in a clinical terms is called panic attacks. And these panic attacks, they could arrive anywhere, at the office, with the employees, in the subway, in my house, in the dream, in the night, waking up from the dream, from a nightmare, and feeling that, okay, now I'm going to die, just now. And the terror in these experiences cannot be described. This was my path here. So in this particular case, the path was to kind of transcend this deep fear of death, and to kind of meet this death that I was kind of really running away from it. Most of my nightmares, they were about what I was taught is me dying in many different ways. Either I was being shot, or either I was being in a car accident, or I cannot even describe the terror, because the dreams were vivid, like it's really actual hard experience. And all the time, I was kind of waking up, I was opening the light, and I was just could not being able to sleep because the body was shaking. Many times I've been to emergency room in the hospital just to have the heart check, because my father died of a heart attack, and I thought, okay, I'm going to be next. To make the story short, the journey kind of finished when I stopped running away from that which I was calling death. It's simply I welcome it. I cannot describe the experience. It's beyond all comprehensions. Because, for example, before I was having this nightmare, and all the time I was kind of cutting them. It's like, whoa, no, I'm not ready. I'm not. The process in there gets so subtle. It's like you get in touch with how unsatisfied we are. Because when the moment to go comes, what pops up in the mind is like, what exactly is my unfinished business? And there were so many that I was feel like, oh my God, I'm so not ready. I'm so not ready. And this is actually from where the very fear of that was coming. Because I was feeling like, okay, I didn't accomplish this. And only that particular moment of that was kind of making me face how many things I have unfinished, unfulfilled. And funny thing, it took years. So from 2005 till 2011. Took quite a few years in order to reach this experience when, okay, my teacher told me, you know what, you are the self, either in this experience, in this blissful experience, either in this depression, dark experiences. And therefore, when the next thing came to me, the next panic attack, somehow something in me gave up, and I experienced a huge falling into something which I cannot name it. It was just a dark void, and this dark void felt like it is not going to finish. I'm falling, but there was also understanding with me that there is no reason in this world to fight with this. No reason at all. How I know it's finished is because they didn't came back. I didn't had experiences in which death comes to me and I run. I had experiences in which that comes to me, and as a miracle, is kind of like a veil. Once I accepted that, it's like, okay, devil, come, just take me. I don't have anything else. It's like a veil, like a curtain pulled, and suddenly the whole experience turns into something completely different. And in this kind of experiences, I understood what Eckhart Tolle, I think, has a very interesting satsang. At some point says something like, actually death is God, disguised in black clothes. And of course the soul is getting into complete fear because he doesn't know the nature of what he sees, and tries to run, to escape. But it's actually God coming and embracing us.